Si me la han dejado, coño. Pues vamos a seguir hoy con Dusk Falls. Que bueno, estaba ya con el DLC. O sea que no debe quedar demasiado ya. A ver, ¿esto va o no va? Ah, comenzar. No suena nada, no sé si es que no sonaba nada aquí. ¿O qué coño pasa? ¿Por qué no suena? No suena nada. A ver un momento. Esto estará bien, ¿no? Qué raro, a lo mejor como lo he abierto, he puesto el streaming y tal, a lo mejor tocando, se ha quitado... No sé. Puta mierda. Voy a volver a abrirlo, a ver qué pasa. Y el volumen aquí lo tengo alto, o sea... No jodas. A ver si es que no está puesto... Sí, auriculares. Uy, es que no me están sonando. Joder. Uy. Me suenan los auriculares, ¿qué coño? No entiendo nada. Va bien. Ahora sí, he cambiado... Bueno. No entiendo nada. Bueno. Ok, vale, ahora sí, ¿eh?
Why did the lights go out?
Don't speak. Don't make a sound.
Se aguanta, ¿no?
Shit! Are you okay?
I beat my record.
Casi muriéndote, pero bueno. Voy a bajar un poco el volumen. ...2012.
Hey, you forgot your goggles.
Thanks.
It's Zoe, right? You work at the deli on campus?
Sorry, that's not me.
No, I recognize you. You make the best meatball subs. That other guy, he's so stingy with the marinara.
I don't work there anymore.
Oh, sorry. Look, that thing you were doing in the water. Can I ask what it's about? Holding your breath like that?
Some people meditate. I sink to the bottom of a pool. One of these days, I'm gonna get to 2 minutes.
Wow, that sounds intense. Why do you do it?
It's nothing. Just beating the clock.
You don't want to just try out for the swim team or something?
I don't do teams. I should be getting home.
Look, I know we don't know each other, but I kind of have a sense for when people need help. My mom got sick a few years ago. I was spending every night in the hospital with her, worrying whether she'd make it. And all my friends wanted to talk about was homework and boys. Until I realized there was always someone ready to listen.
Ya estamos. ¡Ay, no! Quería poner devolver. No sabía que estaba la opción.
Right. Maybe.
Just ask for me. My name's May, with a Y.
Got it.
Te ponen las opciones de punta a punta, tío. Estos siguen juntos, 14 años después, tío.
So, I talked to Mima.
What?
When you were changing the license plate, I called to check on her.
Did you tell her any...
No, I just wanted to hear her voice.
Are you sure you're up for this?
Huh?
Hiking over the border?
I hate hiking. But, hey, guess it's time to be flexible. I'm gonna be a wanted criminal now.
You're not a criminal. You're just helping a friend.
Did you watch the OJ trial?
The what?
OJ Simpson? All-American football player accused of murdering his wife because she's screwing some waiter?
I don't really watch TV.
Huh. Well, the point is, nobody's what they seem.
No, esto debe ser 14 años antes. No
Like,
habrá puesto, es
what
que no he
are we
fijado. Visto
capable
14
of?
años. Pero
Are we
esto
all
vuelve un
just
poco
killers
atrás.
waiting for our switches to get flipped?
We're capable of anything, if we're desperate.
Even murder?
Sure, if there's a reason.
More on the manhunt for the Desert Dream Killers, who first robbed the
Sí, sí,
Two-Rock
estos son
County
14
Sheriff's
años
house,
antes.
then took shelter at a motel that turned into the scene of a...
Wait, was that you?
Yeah, but I don't want to hear.
I do.
Described Jay Holt as an awkward, quiet high school dropout.
Ugh, they say it like dropping out's a crime.
Holt also has an accomplice, 16-year-old Vanessa Dorland, who is assumed to be armed and dangerous. If you see either of these violent criminals, please call 911 and make...
I'm sorry you got pulled into all this.
I wasn't pulled. I chose. I need a minute, okay?
Sure. Okay. Shit.
Okay, don't stress. We'll figure this out.
Morning, you two.
Everything okay, officer?
Just running a sobriety checkpoint here, looking for any intoxicated drivers coming back from that Riverpalooza music festival. Were you there?
No, sir. We're just passing through.
Can I ask where you're coming from?
Ay, no sé.
We were in Salt Lake City.
We're on a field trip with our church.
Which church is that?
LDS? You know, the Book of Mormon?
Uh-huh. Anyway, if I could just see your license and registration, you'll be on your way.
Ay, mierda. Bueno,
They're still getting sent. I just went to the DMV.
Didn't they give you provisionals?
Oh, it's the DMV. What don't they screw up?
Hey, my mom works at the DMV. And you are so right.
Uf.
I could just run the plates. Dispatch, need you to run some plates for me. Montana, 3, Papa, 2, 1, 5, 7, Tango.
Shit. He's gonna find out any second.
What, again? Well, can't you run it manually?
We need to get out of here.
Voy a esperar porque parece que con el que está hablando le está costando buscar de esto.
I can explain.
Goddamn databases.
Vale, suena mal.
There's a sneak peek of Y2K for you. All right,
Menos mal.
I'm gonna let you off with a warning. Next time, bring your license along for the ride.
I will, officer.
Go on, get out of here.
Ahora, otra vez los 14 años después.
Hey, Squirt. Good news. I took Zeus to the new vet today. She was very charming. Said I didn't look a day over 16. In dog years, that is. I said that makes Zeus and I the same age. Except he's better looking and allowed to sleep on the sofa. Anyway, if you still want to come over this weekend, I made the spare bed, so call me or I'll call you, whatever works.
Don't speak. Don't make a sound.
Shit.
Todo traumado, tío. Para siempre.
Where is the other bottle? Pill bottle. Am I just not seeing it? What is that?
¿El qué? ¿Qué pasa?
Huh. Damn.
Ala, madre mía. ¿Ha ido a terapia alguna vez esta mujer? Porque está obsesionada todos los días con eso.
Jesus. Tell me I'm awake this time. Come on. Think. Where did you put them? Who's there?
Venga, voy a ver.
Hello? If this is a joke, it's not funny.
Hello?
Hey, Grandpa.
Zoe!
I know it's late, but I could use a friendly ear right now. Do you mind if I come over?
Oh, thing is, I've run into a little, situation here.
What kind of situation?
Mr. Walker!
I'll be there in 10.
It's like I told you. I can't have tenants damaging the building.
And I told you I didn't damage a damn thing.
Mr. Walker, I really don't want to get into another argument.
Hey there, Zeusy, old boy.
Zoe, thank God you're here. Now, please tell this woman I have a right to the quiet enjoyment of my own home.
Quiet enjoyment. You vandalized your front door.
Okay, slow down. What happened?
Somebody broke in and stole my wallet.
No. You misplaced your wallet, and you broke your own front door.
Zoe, someone was here. I saw him lurking in the shadows.
Did you get a good look at him? Was he wearing a black hoodie?
Oh, maybe. I don't quite remember.
You don't remember because it didn't happen. I'll tell you what did. Your grandfather wandered outside in his robe for the 3rd time this month. When he realized he didn't have his keys, he broke the door to get back in.
That is not true. I wanted some air, so I took a walk, and I saw someone, and then the next thing I know, I'm arguing with Shelby here.
That's not even my name.
Yeah.
Zoe, I know this is painful to hear, but your grandfather is declining. He needs a nurse or an assisted living
Oh,
home
God
or...
damn it, I don't need assisted anything.
We obviously have very different interpretations of what happened. Still, somebody will have to pay for that door.
Don't you have some kind of insurance?
It's his front door. He broke it. He pays for it.
Can you believe that woman? Assisted living.
El señor ya es mayor.
I don't need a nurse, just someone to do the damn dishes. Don't tell Shelby. But I know I didn't break my door in because I keep a spare key under the mat.
You do? Isn't that kind of unsafe?
You want to hide something where no one will find it? Stick it right under their noses. How are you doing, kiddo? Anything new?
Me? I'm fine.
Oh, you don't look fine. You look like you just got back from a war. How you been sleeping?
Didn't have a bad night for months. Until the nightmares started creeping back. Now, I'm scared to fall asleep.
Oh, Zoe. You were doing better a few months ago. Did something set you back?
It doesn't matter. Seriously.
So, what else? You still enjoying work?
I got fired. Missed too many shifts. You can imagine how that went down.
Ooh, like the Titanic, I expect. Well, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. You always talked about being an investigative journalist. Why didn't you go get a degree?
I don't know, Grandpa. I just want to wake up on a beach somewhere. No one around. Walk out into the ocean and disappear under the waves.
No, you don't. Take it from someone who's been a pro at running away. Wherever you run, your problems run after you. Hang on. Where's my tablet computery thing? Oh, no. Those bastards. I got that for my 74th.
Mind if I look around a little? Maybe I can figure out who stole your stuff.
Be my guest.
Oh, God.
So, you still going to the pool?
I spent so much time there, I'm growing fins. Hey, go car. Was this yours?
Once upon a time, drove that puppy all around the country.
Why'd you get rid of it?
Oh, you know, couldn't afford the upkeep.
Grandpa, are you taking your meds?
I don't like them. They make me fussy.
Okay, it's your body. You know you've had the exact same couch my entire life?
Bought that thing back in '98, the week after, you know, when we came to St. Louis. And it just keeps getting comfier.
Grandpa.
Oh, there it is. Huh. Glad they didn't take that too. Not that it matters. All I know how to do with it is play solitaire.
Grandpa? Are you sure you didn't break the door yourself? It's just me here now.
Have you never gone into a room, forgotten why you came in? Haven't you ever misplaced or lost something?
You know I've lost plenty. I don't want to lose you too.
Shelby's right. It's getting worse. Places, dates, the school I went to. It's like someone's slowly packing my memories into boxes and none of them have labels on. Can you imagine how that feels?
Sounds awful. I can't even begin to.
You must think I made this whole damn mess up.
Actually, someone's been following me too, I think.
What?
Earlier at the pool. And then tonight at my apartment, I thought I saw someone. But I don't know if it's even real. I feel like we're both losing our minds.
Good God. Zoe, look. I know you went through hell as a kid, losing both your parents like that. And I know you sometimes think it drove you half crazy.
Seriously. You don't need to remind me.
I know I don't. But that's what I'm trying to say. I don't think you're crazy at all. Because if you were, how could we both be seeing the same thing?
Grandpa?
Either we're both losing our marbles, or...
Or what?
No. It's impossible.
Hey! I see you! Stop! Why are you following me? What do you want? Stop! Stop, I said! Get the fuck off me! I'm sorry. I thought you were...
Oh, sweetheart. It's okay. I'm here.
I was fine. I was fucking fine. And then one little trigger and bam! It all came roaring back again.
Oh, the two of us. Me trying to remember, you trying to forget.
I don't want to forget. I just want to not care. How do I do that? How do I make the past leave me alone when I keep seeing it everywhere I go?
I guess you just need to stand up and face it. Look it in the eye and see this thing for what it is. If the past talks to you, you listen. And when it's done, then maybe you'll be free.
O sea, Jay este le escribió algo. Volvemos atrás.
I wish I had another layer on.
It's gonna be beautiful once we get some altitude. What's the furthest you've ever hiked?
I did the 2 Rocks of 2 Rock once. Don't laugh, it was hard.
Come on, we got a lot of ground to cover. Tell you a secret? I've never left Arizona before.
Tell me when I'm not about to collapse. I promise I'll care.
Here.
You'd be going a lot faster without me.
I'd be going nowhere without you. Give me your hands.
Teamwork. get it. I'm cold and wet. My legs hurt like I've been in double gym all week. And you're the Energizer Bunny, just going and going. How do you do it?
Been doing this all my life. You've been doing it since lunch.
Okay. Yeah, true. I'll get the hang of it.
Qué poquísimo en forma está la mujer, tío. Acaban de empezar a andar y ya está reventada.
My God. It's even more beautiful than I imagined.
Sometimes at home, around sunset, me and my mom used to walk out into the desert. And on a hot day, if there was enough haze, the sun would just bloom like a giant fireball on the horizon.
Was it better than this?
Just different company.
Hey, you're bleeding.
Shit. I didn't even feel this happen.
Let me see.
Bueno, es un rasguñín de nada.
There. That's better.
Glad you know what you're doing. So, how do we get over the border?
We're gonna have to swim.
Won't it be cold?
Freezing, probably. But it's good for you. Wakes you up. Way better than coffee. Get down.
Vanessa? Are you there? It's me.
¿Qué hace el padre ahí?
It's Dad.
Dad? What are you doing here?
Do you know? Do you have any idea who you run away with?
His name's Jay. I know all about what happened at the motel, and honestly, I don't care.
Vanessa,
This isn't right. How did he find us?
if you know who he is, then you know he's a murderer. He killed cops, Vanessa. He's going to death row.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
De momento no digo nada.
You don't know him like I do. He didn't do it.
How about you let a jury decide? And come on home.
It's never happening, Dad. That part of my life is over.
She's not gonna turn on him. We stick with plan A.
Jay Holt, you are under arrest on the authority of the FBI. I'll admit, you nearly gave us a slip. That ranger at the entry kiosk earned his paycheck today. Now I got a whole team of federal agents here, so this is where it ends, Jay.
I'm not letting you people send me to die.
Have a clear shot on the suspect.
Pero se le da abajo.
Gotta run. Come on.
Let's go, let's go!
Come on. Go, go.
Quick, in here!
Ahora la tía sí que corre. Hasta la cuesta empinada sube.
What do we do now?
Border's down there. Past the lake. We gotta jump.
Off this?
Vanessa! Wait!
Stay back, Dad.
You jump, you die. You'll never make it.
We might. You don't know.
Vanessa, whatever you think about me, you were my little girl once. Slept on my chest, walked on my feet.
When is the last time you said you loved me? I'll give you a clue. It was never.
Okay, I'm bad at saying it. I'm bad at a lot. After your mom died, I didn't know how to. I'd say left, you kids would go right. The more I tried, the more you both hated me. And then that went off the rails, and I know you think I'm a monster, but I do love you, Vanessa.
If you say we can survive this, then I believe you. But let's just do it, before I change my mind.
Que se quede atrás ella, porque...
He's right.
Aún la va a palmar por mi culpa.
Why?
Because you've got a life ahead of you, Vanessa. You can go to college, become a lawyer, or a marine biologist, or anything you want. Me? Even if I survive, they're gonna hunt me. Forever. You don't deserve that.
You said you wanted me to come.
I guess I changed my mind.
You did the right thing. I'm not saying it's gonna get any easier, but at least you're not.
Shut up, Dad.
You sure this is the spot? It's not on the trail map.
I'm good. Thank you. Whoa, easy.
Roosevelt, what's got into you? Don't speak. Don't make a sound. My God. Zoe.
Hi, Jay.
I wasn't even sure you got the letters.
1 a month, ever since March. You know you're still wanted by the FBI, right?
How'd you even find me?
The post office. I had your P.O. box number.
Bueno, pues si ella lo ha encontrado tan fácil, el FBI también puede, coño.
People are nice here.
Madre mía.
Yeah, they are. You look so different. I knew you'd grown up, but in my mind, you're still that scared little kid.
You look older too.
Huh.
More than I expected.
Well, 14 years outside will do that to you. Hey, come sit down. I got a chair on the patio. And I promise, you won't need that pepper spray.
Nice view.
I used to think so. I've seen it a lot. It's so strange that you're here. Thought about you and your family so much over the years.
So you said. In your letters. I tried not to think about yours. But I never had much luck at that.
Oh.
I have a lot of questions. About your life and...
Go for it. I don't have anywhere to be.
You know, the world thought you were dead. After you jumped off that cliff.
I almost was. I must have blacked out when I hit the water. I don't remember swimming to shore.
What about that girl you ran away with?
Vanessa? I look her up sometimes. She went to juvenile hall for a while. But she's something with lawyers now. She turned out okay.
You don't know that. Nobody can know if someone's okay.
I guess you're right. I hope she's happy. She deserves it.
In all of these years, you've never been recognized?
I had some close calls in town. But you don't really know. You just feel people looking. So now I don't go far. Library, the market. That's about it.
Do you ever hear from your family?
Nah. Ma left the country, I think. Don't know where. Tyler wasn't so lucky. He's on death row in Arizona. My pa and I sent letters a few times. But he said it was too dangerous for me. So that stopped too. And that's it. It's just me now.
I don't remember you having a scar before.
Oh, used to explore a lot in the early days. One time I came across a bear that I thought was hurt. Turns out she'd just had cubs. Lesson learned. So, why'd you come here, Zoe?
You said you wanted to talk.
I said I wanted you to write. But you came in person. Why?
I keep seeing your face. In my dreams, out on the streets.
And?
And I knew if I didn't come look you in the eye...
that you couldn't move on. If you want to talk about it, I might understand better than most. And I'm good at listening.
That night, when you took me upstairs and the power went out. Do you remember?
Of course. I was just as scared as you.
You said, don't make a sound. And it's like I've been holding my breath ever since. When all I really want to do is scream and scream and never stop.
I was just trying to get you quiet. The cops were breaking in. I didn't want you to get hurt.
I know. I didn't say it made sense.
Know what the two of us have in common? We both got dealt a shitty hand and spent the rest of our lives trying not to fold. You and me, we're a lot alike.
No, we're not. Don't kid yourself. Jay, why Why'd you start writing me?
I told you. There's a lot I never got to talk about.
I know. But why me?
You said you see my face at night. Sometimes I see yours too. All these years later. You'd think I'd be able to move on, but I never have. You must hate me. After everything my family did to you.
My parents were killed. How many others died too? I was so fucked up that I didn't even graduate. I got expelled from 2 different high schools for being so distracted. And then your letters started coming. And...
Zoe, nothing I say will change what happened. If I tell you I was young, I was stupid, I didn't realize how sick my family was, doesn't matter. Fact is, I was 18. I should have known better. But I didn't. And I'm sorry.
You can't just... It isn't that easy.
I know. But you know what? I've had 14 years. If what you need is to see me locked up, there's a signal booster on the roof. Call the cops. I won't run. I might even be grateful. Come on, Roosevelt. Let's take a walk.
A ver. La familia es la que más la lió, no tanto él, y él intentó eso, cuidar de ella también y tal y cual. Los otros son los que están en cárcel y tal, y este no va a salir de ahí en su vida en una cabaña ahí tirado. Y que si le pasa algo por ahí nadie se va ni a enterar. Entonces, eso no va a ayudar en nada tampoco, así que...
Wait. My parents were good people. They didn't deserve what happened. But I know it wasn't your fault. Not really. You're not that teenage kid. And I am not that little girl. Whoever it is she used to hate, it's not you. This is not how I thought this would go.
What did you imagine?
That I'd be... I don't know. Slaying a demon?
I should get going before the next bus comes. No more letters, okay? I need to be done with this.
I understand. Take care of yourself.
The thing about shadows is, you can't escape them. You just learn to keep them behind you and look toward the light. Why are some of us able to grow and change, while others have their time on Earth cut short? Why do some of us find ways to endure? While others just wither on the vine. I don't know the answers, but I know I'm done running from shadows. Nobody's chasing me. Nobody ever was.
Hey, Zoe. It's Grandpa. I was thinking about our conversation the other day about facing up to things, and there's something I never told anyone. That day in Two Rock, when I suggested we take the scenic route, there was a reason. I'd been there before, you see. Everything that came afterward, the desert dream, all of it, I think it was all my fault.
Please, you don't have to do this.
Just calm down and make this easy for yourself, okay?
Ya habían nombrado que él había estado ahí, que el otro dijo que le sonaba de algo.
Grandpa?
Venga, añádele otra gomita a la chavala. Valor, honor. Valor a la integridad de hacer lo correcto. Sincero, busca conexiones auténticas con los demás y toma decisiones sin dudar. Pues ya está, ¿no? Creo que esto era lo último, el último capi. Vale. Bueno, ya vemos que hay muchas opciones por donde tirar, etcétera. Sí. Pero yo soy del arte. Me lo paso una vez, tomo las decisiones que he tomado y fin, y no las cambio. Son las que he hecho y ya está. Vale, pues ya está el jueguito terminado. Con la historia que me haya salido, pues esa es con la que me quedo en mi memoria. Voy a cambiar ahora de juego, ya que he acabado este. Voy a poner el siguiente, a ver qué toca ahora. Ahora vuelvo. Bien, tenemos aquí el siguiente, que es el Hindsight, o algo así, cómo se diga. Vale, y con el ratón mejor, me parece, o... Ah, con esto también puedo. ¡No veo nada! Epa, epa. Por aquí.
I'm not sure where to start. It almost feels impossible. The past meets with the present, fighting for space. Demanding attention, to be heard, to be seen. A lifetime worth of memories. Remembered through my eyes. Depending on where we're at in life, our perception of a memory changes.
Ah, voy a ver cajas.
How do you know which version is the truth?
Ah, que tengo que... Ah. Uy, con el mando es complicado. Ah.
I used to think I knew exactly who you were. The idea of you captured perfectly in my mind. I told myself you had your own ways of showing you cared. Ways I didn't understand until I was much older. Despite our best efforts, life is unpredictable. Doesn't care who you are, what you're doing, or what you have planned. Things begin, and sometimes, when you least expect it, things end. It's hard not to think about how time has changed the memory of you. How it will continue to change, to shift, until I'm left with a version I've created in my head.
Ya, con las manos, ahí con las llaves en las manos todo el rato, tío. Déjalos en el bolso.
Everything still looks the same. I can't tell if that's comforting or not. I don't like looking at the front porch and not seeing you there. You came here to relax, to catch your breath, to be at peace. Maybe if I stay a little longer, I'll feel it too. We all went hiking sometimes. You packed the lunch, Dad mapped the trail. I was in charge of pointing out all the good rocks and trees. But I wanted to wander and see where the trees took me. I can see why you liked being outside, sitting here listening to the branches dance against the breeze. the smell of coffee brewing. Dad usually brought you a cup. This yard holds a lot of memories. Watching you pull weeds, spraying grass with the hose. I'd beg you to splash me with water during the summer and you'd sigh real big. But you would. Daydreaming became as normal as breathing. Imagining made-up places and letting my mind wander.
Ah, que puedo moverlas. Decía yo. The outdoors fed my curiosity. I called out shapes I saw in the clouds. I followed ants back to their home. I pulled up weeds thinking they were flowers and made crowns. Do we remember things differently? What story did your memories tell?
The big oak tree is where I thrived. I climbed it so many times, my knees were always scratched up. And then one day, I fell. I wasn't hurt, just scared. I ran to you for comfort, crying. You frowned and told me it was my fault for climbing too high. You watched me carefully for the next few days. Had Dad cut down weak branches.
¿Cómo coño respondo? Aquí.
The restaurant called. It's easy to forget that the world keeps moving. Cleaning out the house shouldn't take long. How did I lose touch with what was important? How did you? I ask as if you'd have the answer. I'll never know. How do you choose what's most important?
Ah. ¡No! Me llevo esa mierda, no sé ni lo que es. ¿Qué es esto? Me imagino que será más utilidad. Los que el otro no sé ni lo que es.
It all looks untouched, but I feel so different. Like a stranger that doesn't belong. Shoes off, slippers on. Thought I'd always forget. It was the first thing you'd ask me to do when we came home. Like a ritual meant to be followed without question. Even now, I find it hard to remember. Was it calming? The ritual of it all? Every week, like clockwork, you had us dressed and on time. You had the piano since before I was born. You taught yourself to play as a kid, but fell out of it with age. When I started showing interest, you began to give me lessons. It became hard to separate your wants from my own, my hobbies and yours.
Entiendo. Ay. Solo puedo quitar y cerrar. Y cerrar. Ah, vale. Que hay otro. Ahora.
I didn't even know what I wanted. It was safer to listen. You tried to teach me about my culture from an early age. And sometimes it meant skipping out on time with friends. The food you ate, the language you spoke, they were parts of you that you felt needed to be passed on.
No sé qué significa eso.
We had color-coded dishes. Dad's rice bowl was blue, yours was pink, mine was yellow. You said I wasn't allowed up from the table until I learned how to use chopsticks. Workbooks were left unopened, and any attempt to speak in your native tongue was met by English. You tried so hard, and I didn't budge. Things had to be perfect. Unlike people, glass can be polished, spaces can be controlled the way we like. Eventually, we stopped speaking Japanese in the house. It didn't bother me much when I was young. I never considered what that loss meant to you.
Uy, con el ratón. Ahí con el mando. Esto va a ser... Bueno.
I don't remember much from that day. Maybe that's on purpose. I was pulled to shore, coughing, crying. Dad called for a lifeguard. You told me I should have listened. From then on, I told myself that if I stayed in line, I'd be safe. I could control my own actions, my behaviors. Things would be okay. For years and years, I've listened. Settled into what you tried to teach me. It became rhythmic, comforting.
Entiendo. A ver, está bien puesto ya, ¿no? A lo mejor no está bien. Ah, vale, milímetro.
Back straight, arms taut, eyes straight ahead. There's comfort in safety, in routine. Relax your shoulders. Smile. Stop tapping your foot. The gift was thoughtful. It showed how proud you two were, and it eased my nerves about performing. I knew work kept you busy. I tried not to expect anything. The chances were slim, but I found myself hoping, desperate for you to show. But eventually, I had to go on without you. How could you not make the time? I don't know. I never asked. Maybe some things are better left alone. Why did I come here? There's so much I've forgotten, all for good reason. I'm here now. I made the time. I had to. There was no one else. If I didn't come here to sort through your things and pack up your life, who would? I've only got so much space.
Tengo que hacer yo aquí. Que se vean. Sí, no. Ahora.
You liked documenting holidays and sending pictures back home. We all dressed nicely, posed with our shoulders back. If Dad tried pulling a face, you'd hit him gently and we'd start again.
¿Y ahora aquí qué? ¿Está roto esto? No hace nada. Ah, que faltan cosas aquí.
You pushed me to get good grades because you knew I was smart. But in my mind, I never knew if I was performing up to your standards. I think that almost made it worse. I wanted a reaction. I wanted your explicit approval. I was desperate for praise. If you didn't tell me you were proud, it meant there wasn't anything to celebrate. I remember watching those big monster movies with him as a kid. I was probably too young, but Dad was really into them. I think that's where my fear of moths came from.
De aquí. No, nada aquí. Joder. Joder, una puta estrella ahí en el quinto coño. Ahí está el trozo.
Dad always had us sit together whenever you weren't working late. It was a nice routine, something to look forward to. I liked it when everyone was around. We fell into our roles. You cooked, I set the table, Dad did the dishes. Sometimes you'd be away at work for days at a time. Dad and I managed. When the frozen dinners and takeout got old, I started getting more adventurous in the kitchen. Eventually, I took over most of the kitchen duties. You didn't always have the time, and I was good at it when I wasn't making mistakes. Dad was always there to help fix them. You brought this back for me after a work trip. You said I would fill one eye in now, set a goal, and fill in the other after I completed it. At the time, it made sense to focus on college. Of all my memories with Dad, listening to music on the front porch has to be my favorite. I think that's where I got my good taste in music. He even let me try a sip of beer when I was still a kid. "Don't tell your mother," he'd say. We had plans to go to Japan before I went to college. I hadn't been back since I was a kid. I spent an entire summer there with my cousins. We caught beetles and watched fireworks and ate watermelon on the roof. It would be a break for everyone, especially you. A second to catch your breath and enjoy the moment. To rediscover what it meant to be carefree. Everyone was excited, but I had to get accepted first. No one in the family ever had the chance to go to college, so this was big for us. Things were falling into place. Then everything stopped. And suddenly I was 7 again. It was the start of summer. Dad and I were outside at night looking for ghosts. He let me hold the flashlight in case he got scared. Maybe I would be a ghost hunter. And then I was 16. He drank beers on the front porch. The record player was loud enough for him to hear from out there. I sat and listened to him talk about the music. Sometimes we sat in silence and stared out at the sky. Dad was pretty frugal. I guess it was a trait you both shared. He said he could build a playset instead of buying one. I was his helper. I think I did more damage than anything else, but I brought him lemonade, and that seemed to make up for it. The pain in my chest hurt. How could I feel so much and so little at the same time? We didn't know what to do. We handled it in different ways. Things went back to normal. Routines started up again. I was angry. I wondered why you looked okay. I didn't know what to make of you. You were so stoic in the wake of his death, and it confused me. Where was the pain? Why was I going through it alone?
¿Puedo llevar algo más? Solo una cosa con la cámara.
I still don't have it figured out. I'm stumbling through it, trying to understand. I know now that grief is constant and always changing.
Uy, 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 que lo tiro todo. Ah, vale, no, tengo que tirarlo.
It was overwhelming. I was on autopilot, going through the motions. At some point, I hit a wall. I didn't understand what it was at the time, but I couldn't move past it. I knew education was important to you and Dad, but my heart wasn't in it. I was distracted, confused, angry. Not even a year went by before I dropped out. Time passed by while my body continued without me. I avoided your calls. I couldn't tell you I left school. It wasn't any of your business. The weight in my chest grew heavier. Every move was exhausting. When I try to remember this time in my life, it's like there's pieces missing, gaps where there shouldn't be.
¡No!
I found a dishwashing job a while after. I figured I needed something to do, something to focus my energy on. Anything was better than nothing. To my surprise, I liked it. It felt good knowing my work helped the kitchen. One day I was asked to step on the line because we were short-staffed. It didn't take long to realize I was good at it. Being in a completely new kitchen was freeing. I got to create my own identity, my own rules. Who was I, independent of you? Figuring out my place was equal parts exciting and confusing, a new challenge to be faced alone.
¿Esto qué es? O sea, ¿qué es cada cosa? ¿Qué es esto, tío? ¿Toalla?
I made so many good memories in this kitchen. You taught me how to hold a knife so I wouldn't cut myself. You gave me confidence in the kitchen. It became muscle memory, like second nature, almost as easy as breathing. There I was, 6 years old again, trying my best to help you without getting in your way. My first day of jumping on the line, I knew this is what I wanted to do. I practiced at home, put what you taught me to use. The confidence you instilled reminded me I wasn't bad at this. I would get better fast.
Está bien, ¿no? Joder, no he visto los otros platos bien. Bueno, me lo invento. No sé si me cuenta bien. O sea, no me está pasando nada más. Se ha quedado así. Y no sé si... Ah. Vale, lo he hecho fatal, ¿vale? Pero bueno, queda bonito. Uf, ¿y aquí tengo que poner? La M va ahí, creo, porque se movió sola, ¿o no? ¿Qué tengo que escribir aquí? ¿Es una palabra? ¿Son dos? ¿Cómo se llaman? No sé. No entiendo nada. ¿Y aquí qué hago con la fruta? Aquí está.
Food was so fun when I was a kid. Finding new flavors and textures. An adventure we took together. My excitement only grew as I got older. I began to explore the possibilities and found myself happy, wanting more. It felt good, finding that fire again. It was missing for a long time.
No sé, por aquí no hay nada. Hay momentos que de verdad que no... Tiene que ser algo aquí, porque solo puedo tocar aquí, pero le he dado a todo ya. Si ojo apretado tampoco sirve de nada. Hostia, ahí en el quinto coño, joder. Está aquí, venga, dale. Me pone nerviosa, tío, porque tienes que dar como en el puto píxel. Está aquí, va. Me falta esta con las putas letras, que no tengo ni puta idea de qué coño tienes que escribir aquí, no soy adivina. A ver, primero que será en inglés. Para empezar. No tengo ni puta idea de qué coño quiere que ponga. Seguramente por las letras que hay acaben en I. Saramayi, Masarili, Ramasayi, yo qué sé. Voy a acabar con Iggy, ¿vale? Pero no se me ocurre los... Sili. Ramasili. Es que no sé. No sé. Tío, ya. A lo mejor no acaba en Iggy. Allí. Sí. Sí, Yo qué sé, ¿qué palabra es, tío? Tiene que acabar en Ali o Ili. Imagino. Pero a lo mejor no es con las dos L's. Porque hay palabras con las dos L's y algunas que no. No tengo ni puta idea de qué palabra hay que poner aquí, tío. No me vaciles. Voy a hacer otra cosa. A lo mejor es tocar por tocar y no hace nada. Me extrañaría, pero...
You were very particular about the process of cooking. There wasn't room for creativity. A recipe had to be followed. The gyoza had to be folded a certain way.
Verás tú. Hola, pero ponla bien. Uy, madre. Desastrísimo. Bueno, esta es mejor, ¿eh? Hombre, mirad un lado y otro.
That mindset, that need for perfection, is what I retained. Keep a tidy workstation and kitchen, clean as you go. When I got older, you started working more. We spent less time cooking together. But I was determined to keep it up. Into my 20s, this drive for perfection became everything. It consumed me. It gave me a sense of control. After many late nights, being the last in the kitchen, that dedication took me to the top.
Putas horas, tío, me ponen la puta. ¿Era qué? Vale.
As I opened each cabinet, clearing out the contents, everything started to hit me. My hard work paid off. I was the one giving orders, creating dishes, curating entire menus. I had control and creativity to do what I wanted. People started to notice. They came from everywhere. Critics started talking about us. The more we got noticed, the harder I worked. The rush was amazing. I was so busy. It left little time for you. Sometimes we'd grab lunch, but I thought that I needed to show you the result of all my hard work, to show you what I built for myself. That led to finding the right place to open my own restaurant, to be my own boss. And then, a call. None of it mattered anymore.
Esto era lo del inicio. Que sí, venga.
I have this knowledge of our culture, of everything you taught me. What do I do with it all? It's intimidating. Is this how you felt too, when you were teaching me? Were you worried about losing yourself? That no one would remember what your mother taught you?
¿Y ahora qué? O sea, que ya está esto. ¿Puedo añadir algo más o me lo va a quitar? Claro, no, me lo cambia. I'm not sure I'm ready to go through your things. It doesn't feel right, intruding on your space like this. You worked a lot. At one point, it seemed like your job took over the life you built. Your work followed you home and never left. It became part of our family dynamic, creeping into weekends or late nights after dinner. Sometimes I'd still be awake when she came home late at night. I'd hear the door open and shut, and her quiet footsteps creep past my bedroom. What did you want out of it? The long hours, the hard work away from home. What did it give you? Maybe it was the routine. Each day was different, but there were always elements that could be controlled, especially at home. Even after Dad died, you stuck to this pattern. We talked about going to Japan together. It had been a long time since we'd gone back. It'd be different this time. We'd create new memories as adults. I can't believe you actually bought plane tickets. But I was scared of leaving my work behind. Everything would fall apart if I left. I tried to tell you, and you just nodded.
Sometimes I'd forget holidays. It was late into the night before I'd call. If I called at all. I can't do it. The longer I'm here, the more I think about you. The what ifs, the things I can't change about us. I created an idea of the kind of person you were, but I never stopped to ask if that was you. Time didn't fail us. I did. I need to go. All at once, I saw my future laid out in front of me. I'd fly back to open the restaurant. I'd achieve everything I hoped to accomplish. Years would pass, and I'd be there, night after night. I'd come home late one night and wonder how things could have been different. Nothing I've accomplished will matter in the end if I run away from the loss of you. It's not too late. Are these yours? How did I never know? What other parts of your life was I oblivious about? Who were you when I wasn't watching? When you were all alone? I wish I could have known you more as a person. It's hard to picture the leap you took to get here. One of the biggest decisions of your life. I bet it was exciting and terrifying. You set foot here and tried to find solid ground so I would have my footing when I ventured on my own. I didn't think you actually kept these. Why do we keep things from each other? The pride we felt, the love we held. I always thought you didn't care, but you did. I couldn't see it at the time. It was hard on you when I left. I was too absorbed in myself to notice. You used to wear this all the time. A gift from Dad, I think. You loved it. You wore it a lot, especially on business. You wanted me to have it after Dad died, but I didn't want it. It was too soon. I didn't want anything that reminded me of him. It took a long time to understand that it was your way of reaching out, of helping me keep a part of him. It tore you apart too, but you managed to hide it under the surface.
Ah, vale. Digo, acabo de ir de la chica a la madre y digo, qué raro que vuelvo otra vez a la chica.
You were trying to be strong. For both of us. It may be too late to make things right with you, but I need to finish this out. It's the least I can do. I've been running away from the things I can't control my entire life. Parts of my life feel like they've been frozen in time, waiting to be played over and over again in my mind. I'm still that little kid. The seagulls are still flying overhead. I can still taste the salt water in my mouth. I'm 13 again and upset you missed that night. You tried to explain yourself, but I wouldn't listen. I couldn't. can still see myself on that bench. I felt everything and nothing all at once. I didn't know how to handle Dad being gone. I looked to you as my guide to grief, but you were stoic. It confused me, angered me, left a grudge. When I got news you were gone, it was like my body moved without me. I left the phone and went back to work, like nothing had changed. I couldn't help but picture myself leaving. I wasn't ready to confront it. What does life look like when we come to terms with the past? How do I make that work? Maybe I'm not supposed to know. I decided to use those tickets. I'm hoping to get to know you better, who you were, where you came from. When I go back home, I'll have these pieces of my past waiting for me, reminders of the good and bad. But I'll also be carrying them with me, wherever I go, ingrained in my bones.
ya está. Bueno, juego narrativo, historia de la vida y ya. Y fin. Bueno. Entretenido para el rato y ya está. Voy a ponerme el jugado. Hindsight este. Uy, escena final. Bueno, todos los objetos que he cogido, básicamente, reunidos ahí. Ah, y aquí están los capítulos, por si quiero repetir alguno o algo así. Vale, pues ya está. Fin del jueguito. Pues nada, voy a dejarlo aquí porque en media hora me tengo que ir. Así que voy a iniciar el siguiente juego el próximo día que haga stream. Porque empezaré con el Mortuary Assistant. Y así lo empiezo de cero más horas seguidas. Que no jugar ahora media hora solo. Así que lo dejaré aquí. Al haber terminado este. Y nos vemos el próximo día con Mortuary Assistant. ¡Adiós!